We're live. What's going on? What's happening? You guys, your boys back at it. You know how we be running that night shift thing. Gotta spend time with my son. You know what I mean? It is the summer, so I'm going to prioritize that first. Y'all should know that. Good evening, good afternoon, grand rising, and good night, wherever you're checking me out from. This is going to be a very short but sweet video. Gentlemen, hold the line. And I'm telling you that because, I keep my ear to the streets. I tap into my algorithms and get the bird's eye view from different perspectives that I'm noticing. And I was watching a video from a podcast called Tonight's Conversation. I think that's the name of it. And these people have definitely evolved over the years. I remember a few years ago making fun of that main guy and his theatrics um, on my different live streams. But I think he's gotten the picture. It seems like he's done matured a little bit and gotten more serious about his money. But just going to talk a little bit about what him and I know you guys have heard of that online therapist, Dr. Brian or whatever, and they were communicating. And the gist of the conversation that I was able to deduce is he's, feeding her questions. All this stuff is scripted, but basically he's asking her, so what if you met a guy who had all the qualifications, but he wasn't financially there or socially, economically where you're at? Would you build him? And she goes into her diatribe about how women don't build men. Obviously, she's paying attention to the men that she finds attractive and what they're saying, because the way she responded was she made sure she didn't speak in any kind of authoritative way. This is, I keep up with stuff. I see people evolving. I know they're evolving for reasons. I know that your boy over here, whether you know it or not, is getting very popular online. Am I getting told that? No, God's telling me. I'll never need no one to tell me nothing ever. That's how it works so great for me. But she was talking, in a very polite way about how women don't build men. They just provide their feminine energy and any kind of wisdom or anything that she can help assist the man in whatever he's doing, which is a great response. So shout out to Dr. Bryant on her growth. I'm hearing a lot of terminology on that show now. A lot of stuff that was being made fun of when your boy started bringing it up, but everybody's talking about becoming the greatest versions of themselves and all this stuff. And you don't think that these people watch, then you should know by the way they speak or how they change from speaking one way to updating speaking the new way, which the new way of speaking is about evolution, becoming the greatest version, healing, and reflecting, and then representing yourself out in the market without any damage, so that you can provide the next person with not just the greatest version of yourself, but the greatest person you can be, right? So this stuff was all fun and games, and all these different podcasters were throwing jokes at it, but now they see that's the direction everyone's going in, and they're jumping on board. Glad to see it. Glad to see that y'all are maturing and stop acting like clowns and buffoons online, trying to be cute, and you're not even funny. So, with that being said, I like Dr. Bryant's response, but I have to caveat. I'm not saying she's talking about men like me. I mean, how couldn't she be? Why wouldn't she be? All of them are talking about men like me. They're talking about me or some other man that's out there doing the same thing I'm doing, some other Sigma. You know what I mean? We're not stupid. We know y'all are studying the men you find attractive. It's just pinpointing which attractive men you're talking about. And it's pretty obvious now. I mean, you can't cover it up. You're making it very obvious, especially talking about men that aren't on the same financial footing as yourself. But however, more than likely and will be more spiritually inclined, able to lead you better, because the wisdom from God that we take, we don't allow man or woman to interfere or give us advice or criticisms. Women like that kind of stuff. I know y'all be like, oh, they might think that we're kind of mean. And no. A woman, I don't care what kind of woman she is, she likes a man that she knows she can trust, a man of his word, Word is bond, not a man that can be easily influenced by people that have a greater stature in this material realm than he does, or someone more popular, or just some random woman, right? Boils back to that. So it don't matter what socioeconomic level these women are on, their basic need to be women is still the same. That's why I keep telling y'all all this, them giving you advice and telling you how to move as a man, that don't make no sense. How they gonna want their cheeks clapped right by a man that's following their guidance? That don't make any sense. They just be talking. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say and get to the point of, we don't want no handouts. We don't want no handouts. Gentlemen, hold the line. Don't let some pandering men that are making, millions, hundreds of thousands a year, that, juggle women, cheat on women, mess with their co-hosts and all kind of weird stuff. Don't let these panhandling men convince you, well, hey, what I'm saying, why don't you just slide on in with one of these guys on his way up? You know what I'm saying? Try to put them on financially and or with your platform. Don't do that. No one's building to get a handout. If I wanted a handout, I would have just went along with the script that everybody else does from the beginning. Hey, what's going on, fam? What's going on? You see me working my butt off. You think I'm doing that because I want to hand out some woman to come and save me? See, this is the problem. Y'all are starting to think and move like men. And when you start looking for a way to enter someone's life without you just coming straight up like, hey, listen, I'm blah, 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 blah. And I like you and I want you. No, 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 no. You got to come in from a position of power. How's that going to work out for you, Sway? Ain't nobody going to let you do that. Are you crazy? Ain't worried about none of that shit, man. I'm trying to tell you something. I don't care how much clout you, bro. I don't give a damn how much clout you have, how much money you have. You don't have a man. You are not going on vacations holding his hand. You're not going into your senior years with the man of your dreams, trying to have as many exciting vacations and memories as possible before you leave this realm. See, all the money in the world cannot buy you the happiness and the fulfillment that God can give you. So when you see me fulfilled with or without money, with or without clout, with or without support, you want to be a part of that. Well, if you want to, take a knee. Yeah. Take a knee. Don't ever approach me, and that goes for anyone. Don't ever approach me like you're above me. Don't ever approach me like I got an opportunity. No, 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 no. Shh, 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 shh. I got an opportunity for you, and you remember who came to who. Don't ever do that in your life when it comes to me. I'll work my ass off to the day I leave this realm. If I don't make it, I don't care. I don't care. Ain't nobody ever gave me no handout, boy. Ain't nobody ever gave me nothing, girl. You think I went in the military for a handout? Okay. Yeah, that's what I would do, right? I would go to the military instead of just going to school or whatever if I wanted a handout. No, no, no. I like getting out the mud. I like working. Oh, he's handsome. This is the way God made me. And no matter what I've done, 2 tours to Iraq, pit bull chewing my arm up or whatever, you know what I'm saying? While my ex-wife is asking me, how old are dogs? You know how you get. The dog chewed my arm up, fool. You know what I'm saying? God won't allow me to lose. The doctor said if the bite would have been a little bit more to the artery would have gotten, and I know. God was teaching me a lesson. It don't work out like that for me. Near death experiences are just God's way of letting me know, okay, you learn your lesson. All right, cool. What I'm trying to tell you is this. I've been through a lot. I know a lot. Just because I'm not willing to pander, kiss ass, do what I got to do to make it to the top. I'd rather just work hard, build my following up that way so I can inspire real men that like to work, that still believe that it's possible, even women that like to work and believe that it's possible, instead of thinking I got to kiss ass and hang out with people I don't even like that don't like me to get to know. You don't. You got to not believe in God. You got to know God. You know God, it'll happen. And see, while it's happening, people are going to see that light of God in you. See, all that money in the world can't make your skin glow from underneath. Yeah, you watch my TikToks. Nigga be shining, right? Like, oh, my goodness. I be working out on there just glistening. What do you think I'm doing that for? I know y'all watch. And you think your money is going to save you from the way that God has made me. No, 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 no. You've been watching me for a while. You're going to continue to watch, and you're going to continue to yearn and lust because I know everything that I'm doing. A very sensual person. I am a Leo, and Leo season is coming. So I'm just telling you guys straight up from an attractive man that I know that y'all are watching. We don't want a handout. Don't try to come towards any of us with, hey, I got this platform. Ooh, I got this online name. And oh, so now you're moving like an older gentleman and trying to pick up men like a hoe. Come on now. What kind of man do you really want where you can just run up on him like that? He gonna just take your hand out like, oh yeah, I've been waiting all this time for you to come along and just give me this. No, absolutely not. So again, if you want the type of men that are being built right now, then you're going to act like a woman. You're going to take a knee, and I don't give a good damn how much money you have, huh? You got somebody like me cracking you from the back, talking to you in your ear, while giving you nuggets of wisdom, while giving you this healing dick. No, I don't think so. Are you waking up next to a nigga like me, skin glowing? No, I think not. Calm down, all right? Your clout means nothing, man. You know what I mean? How many hoes out here got? Come on, man. Nah, 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 nah. If you want one of these men out here that are standing out like a sore thumb, that God is obviously blessing and won't let nothing touch them, and you want to get a part of that because you know you do, you're going to have to come hat in hand. You're going to have to take a knee. You're going to have to take a knee, okay? I'm not saying literally take a knee. I'm telling you, swallow your pride and put your ego to the side. Speak to a man like a man. Approach a man like a man. Stop trying to mentally manipulate and talk to these other idiots that are rich and they aren't the men that you desire. What are you doing talking to them? What are you doing? He don't know nothing about a nigga like me. Are you crazy? You think I'd hang out with a nigga like that? Anybody that has to run through his employees would never be someone I'd hang out with. It's always business over pleasure. You're crazy as hell. So you listening to somebody like that, hoping to get a nigga like me. You think he knows somebody like me? He just talking. He just talking. Them panhandlers, man. You know what I mean? Panda Bear Express, dude, they don't know nothing about real men and how real men move. Why do you think dudes like that make it up so quickly? Kissing ass and sucking dick. I ain't gonna do none of that shit. It ain't that serious. Hence the reason why your boy's over here glowing. Hence the reason why you find me attractive. Now, if my perceived economics aren't where you feel like they need to be for a woman of your leftoverness, then all well, so sad, too bad. Don't give a damn. Why do you think you're some kind of woman that's special? What makes you women think you're so special as you age? I'm not trying to be mean or nothing like that, but the more mileage you're getting on that box from wear and tear from men and tampons, never count those tampons. Every hillbilly wants to be seen, and everybody feels tough in the truck. Anyway, you got that wear and tear, and then it's not just that, because we could deal with that. It's the personality that ends up getting developed when you go too long being single and making a lot of money and being around certain people that just are fake as hell. And then you take on that persona, and it's hard for you to get a real man, the ones that you desire. So you can do one of two things: take an L, get one of those panhandling panders type of dudes, get cheated on left and right. You're looking for a real one though. Stop speaking like you're going to move on that man like you're in a position of authority or power. You're not. You're trying to get your buns smashed. You're trying to hit that O. You want your eyes to roll, right? So stop acting like you gonna be doing anything for me. I don't listen. Just remember, whatever you want, adjust to whatever that man is asking for and needs. Don't do no mental manipulation. Don't move like that, ladies. Don't move. If you got some guy you find attractive, but he don't look like he's on the level where your friends and family would accept, and you feel some type of shame a little bit, secondary shame, whatever they call it, and then you find him attractive though, and now you've done told yourself that you're overqualified for him. He don't even know you looking at him. If you were probably to approach him, he'd probably tell you, "I'm sorry, sweetheart, but as much as you think I don't qualify for your friends and family, you don't qualify for me physically. Period." You know what I'm saying? Like, don't assume that because niggas you don't find attractive are telling you that you look good, that the niggas you find attractive would say the same. Stop doing that. If it was that easy, you probably drop in DMs to the men you find attractive, but you know we're picky. You know we're selective. You know my discernment is on 10. All that babbling nonsense that you people learn online to come across like you're smart, I'll see right through that stupid ass shit. And you know it. I will call you out on that babbling, stupid ass shit. And you know it, right? You know it. Part of the reason why you probably find me attractive. But what you're not going to ever do is think that you're doing me a favor by entertaining me. Who sent for you? Who called you? And who told you that? Stop listening to them. I ain't tell you shit. Who told you that? People are idiots. Oh, yeah, I got more money than you, man. I have shaken the hands of presidents, foreign nationals. I've served my country twice in Iraq. I've served as an engineer at the Veterans Department of Veterans Affairs, giving back to veterans. I've survived a horrible marriage. Who in the hell are you? Why do you think you're special? Because people on the internet like to look at you. I'm a real person, man. I'm not one of these internet people who have no real life. I love my life. I don't care what you think it is. I absolutely love every moment, every second, every millisecond, every minute, every hour of my life. You people don't. That's why you argue on panels all day. That's why you argue on panels all day. So you remember who's coming to who to get their soul saved, because all the money in the world can't save that. All the money in the world can't stop your ass from looking like you're aging. Only a nigga like me can help you with that. You think I don't know that I look at least 10 years younger? Of course I know. You know what I'm saying? Who do you think asked God? I want my years back. I want my years back. And I got my years back and then some, and energy. And I got other things that I do. So you ladies, if you like what you see, you might want to start reaching out to people. You better stop worrying about what everybody else thinks. They're not going to be there for you while you're getting lonely at night, while you're crying yourself to sleep, while you're tucking a pillow between your legs, while you're wondering, should you hit up this other broke pookie that's local to go ahead and dust it off for you real quick, instead of just reaching out to the man you find attractive and swallowing your pride and doing what's needed to be done. But hey, what do I know? I'm going to tell you this much. I don't know why you think that I think that y'all would have the best coochie I've ever had. You have no idea the levels of coochie I've had. In my younger years, I've pulled some women as handsome as I am that I'm surprised I pulled. So why are you sitting here acting like, oh, I want to be the best thing you ever had? Come on, relax. Y'all don't let the clout get to you, okay? Again, I live in the real world. I get enough attention in real life. I love the energy I get from women in real life. That's why I've changed my platform. And I'm not on here clocking women every day. I'm giving these goofy dudes what business they need to be gotten. And I'm talking about internet women. There's a difference. And I'm going to make sure I make that distinction. I love upgrading when I get new information. The women I meet in person, I'm having a great time with them, great conversation. Every time a woman sees me, they start smiling from a distance, man. I ain't got no problem with women in person in real life, but social media women, oh, you're going to get this work, you're going to grow up and you're going to do better and you're going to lead better. or you're going to stay lonely and you're going to fall off and be forgotten. That's what's going to happen. Okay? I'm tired of it. You hurt, you burnt, you know what I'm saying? So you can get on here and take other women down that road to get them to talk to grown men like me, crazy. It ain't gonna work out. You ain't gonna come over here telling me what to do, what I need to do. You need to stop letting people da 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 da. Lady, shut the hell up. If you're not married in wedlock with kids, a multimillionaire fit as a fiddle, you ain't telling me nothing. You ain't telling me nothing. Period, point blank. And also speaking life into people, not just those things, speaking life into people, not some burnt, jaded individual that needs to use everybody else to get where they need to go. That's how men move. I don't deal with none of that stuff, man. And we ain't gonna deal with that. When I say me, I mean we, men that move like me, intelligent men, engineer minded men that have been anointed by God. Yeah, yeah, very dangerous. A worldly engineer that has tapped into his intuition and his anointing of God. It's a very dangerous combination for my enemies, of course, not my people. I'm here for them. So if you want a man like me, because I'm gonna tell you something, as much as y'all think you're smart, none of y'all speak better than me. None of you. None of you could put me in a corner in a conversation on your own panel. Would never happen, and I would never get loud. I would shut you down calmly after allowing you to say everything you need to say. All you chicks on that panel that speed talk, y'all are the dumbest ones. If you have to speed talk to get your point across, you're an idiot with a memorized script that you're trying to get out the way before you forget it. Moron. You should be able to think things through. Slow it down and let us know you're intelligent. Idiot. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit here and cook y'all too long. And I'm not talking about Dr. Bryant. She doesn't speed talk. The idiot that does speed talk on there knows who I'm talking to. Used car salesman lady. You know what I mean? But hey, you got it. You popping on every platform. I'm not sure if you're married or not. Definitely not attractive. But hey, listen, I'm gonna leave that woman alone. People I don't like at all, I normally don't even talk about them. And I don't like that woman at all. At all. So I'm gonna leave her alone. But listen, you guys, hold the line. If you're out here building and you start having people hitting you up and they're acting like they're doing you a favor, they're coming to you for a reason. See, this is how things work. Trust me, I've gone through plenty of job interviews as an engineer, and I always go in there and dominate the conversation. I always go in there and tell them what I know, babble about all kind of stuff. So the thing about it was to make sure that they didn't have the opportunity to overthink things, right? Excuse me. Do the same thing when you're negotiating with these women that might come at you that have bigger platforms or whatever. When you move around in this realm, you are a king, you are an emperor, you are a god, little g. You have God in you. You are a part of God. You represent God in this realm, and you need to move as such. No man nor woman is above you. You don't allow them to put themselves above you. And when they do, you chop them back down and step on them and step over them. That's how it goes. If they don't like you, they get to gossip, gang stalk, and have a little kiki. But what they won't do is say it to your face. What they won't do is jump on your live stream and say it to you. That won't never happen. Okay? So as long as they're going to be cowards, that means you are the man. And peasants are supposed to talk about the king or the queen. The peasants supposed to be talking. Let the peasants talk. Let the peasants talk. So again, don't ever let nobody sun you. And when you get the air, that's you feel it in the air. I can feel it in the air that someone is thinking about sunning you. Shut that shit down immediately. Shut it down so that they know, oh, can't go with him like that. No, 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 don't do it. I'll cuss your ass out smooth. Don't you ever come over here playing God in my life. I will disrespect the hell out of you. Don't ever do that. I don't know what's wrong with you people. So again, keep moving the way you're moving. Keep making strides the way you are making strides. If you're getting trolled, you're doing a great job. You're getting gang stalked, you're a fucking hero. If you have a bunch of bougie, funky, aging out women that are thinking about approaching you but need to still maintain their power, you're the fucking man. You're him. Salute, my brother. You got it going on. They wet for you. You're going to get a lot of discipline before you come over this way. You're going to get humbled before you come over this way. Again, money obviously doesn't buy happiness. It doesn't buy, apparently, for women, great dick or extremely attractive men. And remember, gentlemen, know your worth. You're the kind of guy they can take anywhere. You're showing them that by the way that you have all these different sides of you through the work you do. You're showing women that I could take this dude to my parents. We can go overseas. I could take him to my coworkers, therapists, blah, 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 blah. And he'd be able to hang with them and even drop some knowledge, but not do too much because he knows that they love their ego and they need to win everything, right? When women see you able to move like this, man, I'm telling you, it's deeper than just, oh, he's handsome. That works for you, man, but it's more about the way you speak, move, and God in you. That's really what it is. And any woman that loves men, she's going to be naturally attracted to you. If she's not, there's something wrong with her. You don't want that kind of female anyway. Just being real. But anyway, you guys, smash that like button. Let me get these comments up here real quick. What's going on, fam? What's going on? What's going on? From what's going on in San Diego players. Hey, what's going on, fam? Salute to San Diego. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you coming through, brother. Just wanted to get on here and remind y'all that I don't care what they're saying, bro. I'm telling you something, and it's coming from the guy that told you that time sped up before they told you officially time sped up. Love laughing at me, and then when I'm right, it's like crickets. Where are all the jokes at? All the jokes when I was like, oh, time sped up. Where are all the jokes at now that science done proved it to be true? Hmm? Anyway, you know what I'm saying? I'm reminding you that the movement is going to be authentic people moving authentically, being themselves. And all these fake ass people that have built these elaborate masks, taking different personality traits from people they see, are going to fall on their face and they're going to start studying you. If not already, know your power. You just being you is enough. You just being you is enough. Keep being excellent. Keep going to the gym. Keep reading those books. If you guys can get into school or get in a trade or teach yourself, nigga, I done told you. I didn't have no degree to become an engineer. YouTube is available. And y'all got ChatGPT. Use this stuff. Become the greatest version of yourself and watch who you attract. You have people watching you that are on high levels, as far as this material realm. You have people. Let me go through my list, man. Man, you have celebrities, you have rappers, you have singers, you have influencers, you have models, you have preachers, you have prophets, you got coaches, and everything else underneath, watching you, learning from you, getting strength from you. That's why you guys sometimes I gotta get offline. When you guys are learning from me and you don't give back, you're pulling on my energy. You're pulling. I don't give a crap if you're a preacher. You're pulling on my energy. You're not giving nothing back. And maybe you're praying for me or whatever, but I told you I don't know who you're praying to. I don't too much care for it unless I know you. Right? So I gotta get off of here, meditate, call my energy back to me because you niggas be pulling on my energy left and right. Right? And if you don't know that, whenever you guys are like imitating them and you're pulling on their energy, they know that stuff. They know that stuff. That's why they do certain things that they do. For you to be a celebrity, you have to be a powerful spirit because you have people pulling on your energy all day long, and they don't know they're doing it, hating on you and loving you. They just pull on your energy all day long. right? So they know about that kind of stuff. And I'm aware of that kind of stuff. You're not going to have me looking old at all. If I don't know what I'm talking about, I won't look so young. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I am not going to let y'all pull on my energy all day long. I'm going to disappear, do what I have to do. You're not going to know what I'm doing. So you're sitting there guessing around, but you ain't going to know nothing. You don't need to know nothing. You know what I mean? You're going to have me aging over here, all up in my energy all the time, not even knowing what you're doing. When y'all see it, when you just see a high level spirit, it's this natural impulse for you to pull on them, meaning learn from them, study them. It's just something natural. And if that person ain't aware of this, they can put themselves in a place where they were drained beyond their limit. These some of these celebrities don't know this stuff. Most of them should be surrounded by people who let them know this kind of thing, but you gotta be real careful with that stuff, man. So I'm aware. I see my influence on a lot of people, even the people that I like. I still have to limit the access. I got to make sure you can't be pulling on my energy all day long. I can't be online all day and having niggas pausing the video and studying my mouth. I can't be doing all that. It's all spiritual. So I just make sure I'm always on my hygiene, my spiritual hygiene. And I'm always taking care of that first, getting prayed up, calling my energy back to me, talking to God, stuff like that. Now I'm saying Archangel Michael is always near and by. Best believe that. Best believe that. But look, y'all, I'm not gonna hold you any longer. I put out the information you needed to put out. Understand your power, because the whole point, like how think about it like this, dude. How else can you control a god? You never tell them that they're a god. But if you pay attention, they're all sitting around studying you. Bug just flew right into my head. They're all sitting around studying you, studying everything you do. You're like, oh, these people always, yeah, they can't let you know what you are. You just have to know and move as such. I'm trying to put you on game. I can't be talking too much, man. They delete my videos. You know what I'm saying? But you have the power to, you know what I'm saying? Create, operate, and destroy, man. Or is it generate, operate, destroy? Got a lot of power here to stay focused. You can have whatever woman you want. You can be whoever you want to be. But don't let nobody tell you that you're not who you are. People are watching for a reason, right? You know what I mean? You're not watching them. You're not watching them. You care less. But anyway, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Stay bold. You know, stand on what your business is. Don't let nobody sway your opinion. If you're not a bold man, who's gonna be man? Who's gonna be the man then? You know what I mean? Set the standard. Don't compete with your brother. That's not how it works. Compete with your old self or your future self. But you don't compete with your brother. You don't put them in secret competition, and you don't get in competition with them. Period. You learn from each other, man. You know what I mean? That's. I'm a military guy. Trust me. This is how we move. You don't compete with your brother. All right. Anyway, y'all make sure if you want to, you share the video. Definitely hit that like button and subscribe if you like to. I'm not gonna put the pressure on you, but you guys, I told you I'm going full mass production mode. We're in phase, I think 31, 32. I gotta go look at my notes. But for those who've been rocking with me, been going through all these phases, you know what I'm saying, we've been going through. I've been counting off the numbers. We're on like 31 or 32. So we're going to go back to, like I said, again, the phase from late last year. But I got to get my algorithm right. I'm trying to make sure I don't have too many videos pop up that trigger me a lot. I'm not going to go off on these females no more. I don't want to feed too much into that energy. I'll go and rant on my little walks. But as far as the reaction videos, I'm going to try to keep my composure. I know that they're just making rage bait. I know they're broke. I know they're dusty. I know they hate men. So there's no point even, you know what I'm saying? You know, so when we watch those videos, reaction videos, y'all, I know some of y'all can't go overseas, but don't take them serious. That's all I'm saying. They don't have no sense. They do not know what they do. Okay? Anyway, I'm out.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.